Okay, so this is how to install Leatrix Plus on World of Warcraft Classic. Keep in mind this will work on other versions of World of Warcraft as long as you download the correct file for your game version. Okay, so first thing you want to do is go to CurseForge. That's the site I use for any add-ons I need for WoW. And you're going to see World of Warcraft on the front page here. So go into that. Okay, so if you didn't know Leatrix Plus, it just adds a bunch of convenience, quality of life features, convenience features. So yeah, you can scroll down over here under game versions and find your game version. I'm going to do it the easy way. Go into search and type in Leatrix Plus. Okay, and since I'm doing Classic Era, I go into that. If you're doing Wrath, go into Wrath, Dragonflight, Retail. Okay, so scroll down until you see the download file. Click on download. And just wait a little bit till it starts downloading. It's a small file, so it's not going to take long. It's instant. I'm going to drag the downloaded file to my desktop. It's just easier for me that way. And extract everything to my desktop. Okay. Next thing you want to do, you want to open up the folder and you're going to see Leatrix Plus. Okay. Then you want to open up a new Explorer and you're going to need to locate your World of Warcraft game or where it's installed. So go into your PC and your hard drive, and then mine's in program files 86. Scroll down until you see World of Warcraft. And since I'm playing Classic Era, I go into that. Okay, and then find your interface folder. Click on that and you'll see add-ons. Go there. Okay, mine's empty right now because I have no add-ons installed. So what you want to do is drag Leatrix Plus over. That's done. It's installed. Okay. Now I'm going to configure it. So I gotta open the game. And if you've done all of that correctly, you're gonna see on your Minimap a little button that looks like blue lightning, and it's going to say Leatrix Plus. Left click on that. It has a bunch of options. You can kind of go through everything on your own, but for me, I mainly use it to change up my minimap and my chat frames. So I'm going to show you how everything looked by default. Okay, so this is how, it looks by default if you have no add-ons, if you don't have Leatrix Plus installed, okay? So why do I want to use it? Well, first, on my minimap, I can't use my scroll wheel to zoom in or zoom out. I have to manually, move my mouse over to the minimap, and then I have to manually click on plus or minus. That's really annoying, okay? What Leatrix Plus allows me to do is if I go into interface, there's an option called Enhance Minimap. Check that. And then you need to reload so that you can click on some additional options. So once it's reloaded, click on the cogwheel and you can see all these options. So for me, I want to hide the zoom buttons first thing because it's just cleaner that way. You can hide the clock. I like the clock being there. You can hide the zone text bar. I like to see where I am. This is for SOM only, so it doesn't matter for me. Hide the tracking button. I don't know what that does. I want to hide the add-on buttons. You see when I'm hovering over, it shows Leatrix Plus, but when I'm not hovering over, that little icon is going to go away. That's what the hide add-on button does. It's cleaner, right? I like that. You can combine add-on buttons if you have a lot. You can make a square minimap. You can show who pinged. I don't really care about that. So I'm just going to have these three options checked, right? And that's done. I don't need to reload that. Perfect. And now, look at that. I can use my scroll wheel on my mouse to zoom in and out. Lovely. Okay. Next thing that I like to change is my chat interface here. So I go into chat, and first thing I want to do is I want to hide these buttons, right? Because even if I'm not hovered over the chat, they're just still there, right? And I think it just looks cleaner without them. So I'm going to check that and reload. Boom, gone, right? Okay. Okay, now next thing I want to do is I want to move this, but look at that. I can't drag it all the way to the edge of my screen, which I want to do. So again, under the chat pane, the chat settings, you're going to find unclamp chat frame, and that's going to allow you to drag the chat frame all the way to the edge. Click on reload. Voila. Lovely. Okay. And another useful thing is easy resizing. I'm just going to show you what that does. Check that, reload. You can just drag the top and bottom to make it bigger or smaller, right? And let's see, I think that looks about good. Okay. So yeah, that was the tutorial on how to download, install, and configure Leatrix Plus